Welcome to Student Connections, where students connect with their community.
Hi, I'm Clark Deal with M6 Communication Arts, and today we are joined by Mara McKillman of the organization PS You're My Hero. Mara, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
So first off, can you just tell us a little bit more about your organization and what you kind of do?
So PS You're My Hero is a nonprofit that was established about a year ago, and our focus is victims and victims' rights.
Mm-hmm. So what made you want to get into the victims' rights when it kind of helps with that?
Right, so the reason that I became involved with victims' rights and actually PS You're My Hero is that about 6.5 years ago I found myself a victim of a violent crime, and through that experience I discovered a lot of needs for victims along the way as they go through the whole process of courts and things like that.
Right, what kind of needs do you think would be like some examples that we could...
Right, good question. So for example, in the Victims' Rights Office, which is a place that victims go like before a court hearing or before interviews, they spend a lot of time there. When I was there weren't like refreshments. There was no coffee or water or snacks. And
it's kind of a bare bone.
It was, and we spent a lot of time there. So what we've done now through PS You're My Heroes, we've provided a refreshment center where we have coffee and drinks and punch and snacks for kids, things like that. So that's an example of one thing we've done.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of make it more comfortable for
Exactly.
stressful times like that.
Exactly.
That's great. So you said it's been around for about a year. What does your job specifically consist of? Like, what's your kind of role there in the organization?
Right. So I'm
everything.
Right. I'm the founder of PS You're My Hero. So, but we have a board, and on the board, I'm actually the vice president.
Okay.
And basically, my job as vice president is to carry out things in our organization. For example, I'm in charge of doing our run. We do a 5K run every year.
Yeah, I think my mom ran that.
Correct, yeah. So we do that, and I'm actually in charge of that. We're also going to have a golf outing, and I'll help with things like that. So for our fundraisers, my job is to help figure out how we're going to do that. But as founder, I'm kind of like the director, and I go and I do interviews and I talk and I promote victims' rights across the state of Michigan.
Right, that's great. So is there really like a main office, or is there kind of mostly online, or where have you guys like kind of based out of?
Well, we have a website. So the website is like our hub for information, and that's where everything starts from.
All right. So have you contributed any like victims' rights groups and stuff like before this was founded, or did you just kind of jump right into this one?
I had not. In fact, I had no idea that this was even anything that anybody would ever need. And I think that's what's kind of really cool about this, is that it was born out of a need that I saw.
Yeah,
so,
firsthand you were able to.
Right, exactly.
And what do you just find most rewarding about this? What's all the hard work? What do you find the most rewarding?
Right. There's a lot to be rewarding. There's a lot rewarding in this. However, when we're able to help a victim out, which we've been able to do in a couple different ways, and just to hear them say, nobody's ever done something like that for me, like provided some meals or provided their mortgage rent for a month because they just couldn't, they were in court and they couldn't go to work. So we've been able to do things like that. So for me, that's the most rewarding, and it's also the one thing we really can't talk about because, we want to keep things private for people in that situation.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Well, Mara, thank you for joining us.
Oh, it was so nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Well, I think that just everything you guys are doing is great, and I know the others really appreciate it as well. Make sure that you visit psyou'remyhero.org for more information on how you can take action and help those affected by crime in St. Clair County. I'm Clark Deal, and make sure you join us next time at M6, your hometown station.